Let's see if we get some answers here from our guy, Ross Tucker. He joins us every Tuesday. Ross, how are you today?
Doing awesome. How are you guys doing?
Well, we're good.
We're stressed out.
Well, I'd say we're mostly good. The Phillies are NL East champs and ready for October, and we are 2-0. If there is a stress point, though, Ross, it is the passing game for the Eagles, which has not gotten going yet. Ross, what have you noticed watching the Eagles pass game so far?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Phillies won the division. Eagles are undefeated. Let's complain. Listen, in all sincerity, they really have not performed very well on offense after those first 3 drives against the Cowboys. You know, the second half of that game and then the Chiefs game, it has been tough sledding. You can't give the Cowboys defense any credit because Russell Wilson just absolutely torched those dudes on Sunday. I suppose you can give the Chiefs defense some credit, but you go back and watch the Chargers. They certainly, Justin Herbert and the Chargers passing game was much better against the Chiefs than the Eagles passing game was. So it's been a struggle. I think it's fair to wonder what is going on. As you guys know, it's never just one thing. It's a combination of a bunch of things. I would love to be able to talk to the coaches and actually have them give us answers. Like, I don't know if you guys saw. I can't believe how many 2 tight end sets they were in against the Chiefs on Sunday. And guys, Dallas Goedert's hurt. Dallas Goedert didn't play. Dallas Goedert was their most consistent passing weapon in the first game against the Cowboys. So Dallas Goedert's out, and you're going to have however many snaps they had. I'd have to check it again, of Grant Calcaterra and Kylan Granson out there. I'm sure there's some logic, and I would love to hear the logic. I know those guys, right? They have a great staff. Those guys put in so much time, and maybe it's, we thought we could run better out of that, or we were expecting this, so we thought but to have that many snaps where it's Grant Calcaterra and Kylan Granson out there, and neither one of those guys is a very good, is an above average blocker or receiver. I really don't understand that. I think I'd rather run the ball with less bodies in the box. I'd rather throw it to guys that aren't those guys. I really, that's a head scratcher for me.
Yeah, that one was bizarre. Ross, let's go to the other side of the football, which through 2 weeks, they look better than I thought they would, considering all the players they lost. And Ross, as I'm watching that game on Sunday, I'm like, did Howie Roseman do it again? In 2023, his first 2 picks were Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. Then last year was Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. Ross, Jahad Campbell, and Andrew Makuba, it feels like Howie Roseman may have nailed the first 2 picks again with young impact defenders.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, at this point, to your point, Joe, it'd probably be an upset if he didn't, right? Mm-hmm. Like just watching them through 2 games, they're not going to – you wouldn't think they'd get worse. I mean, they should get better, and they both have made some very impressive plays already, which has been a heck of a lot of fun to watch. And think about this young defense they're building. Right? I mean, Ajomo came alive. Jordan Davis has done some really good things these 2 games. Nolan Smith has done. I mean, it's like the offense should be well ahead of the defense. It's a little bit weird that they're not. But the offense has a bunch of high-priced guys that are in their prime, whereas the defense has a bunch of young, up-and-coming guys. So it's kind of interesting. In our heads, it feels like they should be an offense-dominated team right now. Certainly that's what the money would tell you. But I think we're only a few years away, when it's post-Saquon, post-A.J. Brown, where this will really be a defensive-led team. And I don't know, maybe we're already there. I don't know.
Ross, I'm kind of curious how you see this as an offensive lineman. When you look at the play calling for the Philadelphia Eagles as it is right now in 2 games, would you say it's more the quarterback and his decision making, or the play designs at this point?
That's a great question. and it's funny because there's a lot of guys out there. I will say it's so different than how it used to be. The amount of not only like beat writers, but then Eagles fans and Eagles, which is when Saquon's directly behind Hurts, they're over 90% run. There's a lot of heavy tendencies for the Eagles right now. The only thing I can tell you about that, Hugh, is being around the organization during the preseason as much as I am, they have like an army of people that are aware of these things, right? Like it's not like they're following this guy on Twitter. Hey, yo, did you see that when we're in pistol, we're not like they know all this stuff and they're doing it anyway, which is why I would love to hear from them as to why. Now, if you go back and watch the first play, they were in pistol against the Chiefs, and I can't remember. I think it was Devontae maybe. Somebody was wide open down the field, and so they were breaking the tendency. It was going to be a deep shot. Calcaterra missed his block. Hurts didn't have time to throw a bomb that probably would have been a first play touchdown. So maybe that's the deal, right? Maybe they want to have those tendencies so then they can surprise the other team and throw a bomb and get the deep shot when they do choose to break a heavy tendency.
Ross, first thought on the game Sunday. Rams coming in. They were the team that gave the Eagles probably their biggest challenge in the postseason last year, and they're off to a 2-0 start. This feels like a really good game and a big game if we look forward, potentially tiebreakers, home field advantage. Your first thought on the Eagles and the Rams Sunday at the Link?
Well, so perfect timing, Joe, for a couple reasons. One is, as you know and you usually reference, I'll post like 3 videos a week on social media at Ross Tucker NFL for each week's game. And what's amazing is I just watched every snap of the Rams' first 2 games because I'm actually doing Titans-Colts on Sunday. They just played the Titans, right? So I just watched the Rams every snap against the Titans. They are very good, very good. So everything we remember about them from the divisional round game still holds true. The difference is they have Devontae Adams now. And Devontae Adams made a bunch of plays against the Titans on Sunday with L'Jarius Sneed covering him. So that's a concern to me, right? So because when the Eagles have to play against a team with 2 good receivers, we kind of saw that when they played the Cowboys with Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. They were really able to pick on Adoree Jackson. I don't think the Chiefs had those guys. I mean, by the way, how about the Chiefs out there having to throw the ball to Remigio and Tyquan Thornton and some of those guys? Are you kidding me? That's who the Chiefs have to play at receiver right now? But the Rams have not only Puka Nacua, but they have Devontae Adams, which means whoever Adoree Jackson is covering, whichever one of those 2 guys, he is going to get attacked over and over again, and he's going to have to step up. I saw where Fangio said he played better, but that might have been also who he was going against. And then defensively, they got all young bulls up front, power rushers, speed to power guys like Hugh Douglas was 30 years ago or whatever it was. I mean, these guys are all Byron Young. You're welcome, Hugh. Byron Young, Jared Verse, like those guys are getting after it. So this is going to be a huge – I'll say this, Joe. Clearly the best team the Eagles have played so far. Clearly this Rams team is better than what the Chiefs put out there Sunday and what the Cowboys have. This will be the toughest game the Eagles have had so far.